Found what I was looking for. Found the D-bag. And actually I just found something really interesting that I think a lot of you will be kind of interested to know, that your driver doesn't have to be Hitler. It can be Cal Ripken, or it can be Walker Texas Ranger. Comes with a cowboy hat and a baseball hat as well. And it looks as if these are actually beadlock wheels, so that's pretty cool. I thought they were going to be glue-ons, but they are a 3-piece beadlock. See how those turn out. Alright, well, put some of the stuff we don't need right now back in the box. Looks like a lot of body pieces that will need to be painted. Looks like it comes with a really nice molded interior. Compound feels a little stiff to me, but obviously it's supposed to be a kind of a replica military tire, so I guess that's we'll have to see. It might be their R35 compound that they used to have. That says MT45. I don't know what that means, but. Looks like this is going to be a lot simpler than the kits I've built in the past with the modular axle. I think these are the Axial one-piece axle housings, so I've never had any experience with those, but I'm going to give those a try here in a second. Yeah, some guys like them, some guys don't. We're going to do something that I skipped in the earlier tutorials, and that's put these shocks together real quick. It actually came with the titanium nitride coated shafts, it looks like. And I couldn't find my assortment shock oil, so I'm going to just go with the standard 30 weight. I normally run like honestly between 70 to 90 weight in my shocks, just because I like everything to move really slow. Alright, well, let's get started here. And just as a tip, I always, no matter what table I'm working on, I usually throw out some paper towels like this, white paper towels that don't have any markings on them, because it really helps to keep all these little tiny pieces and all the things that you don't want to lose. It helps keep them extremely visible. And all these little E-clips and whatnot. The only thing that's tougher to see is the little Teflon pistons here. Alright, now we're going to get these things full of oil, hopefully get the air bled out of them, and get them in working order. Let's use this Axial 30 weight that it came with. Like I said, I normally go something a little thicker. I usually go with either between 70 to 90 weight, so we'll see how it goes. Drive shafts are next. Once again, the white paper towel works really well when you have to dump out these bags of all these little metal parts and screws. Keeps everything nice and visible. So, all right. Let's get this front shaft put together. Let's see what we got going on here. shock tower placement in the rear, the shocks, even mounting in the furthest forward position, they still lean back a little bit. Now they're actually perpendicular to the links, so I don't know how that's going to affect anything really, but I don't want to move these shock towers yet because I don't know how it's going to affect the mounting of the body. So you know, once the body, we figure all that out, we could actually move these, I would move these forward at least one set so that these shocks are more perpendicular to the frame. Or sometimes I even like to lean them a little bit forward. So we'll have to see how that goes. But otherwise, I think the next thing they want me to do is do the receiver box. I'm not going to do any of that stuff yet because I don't want to put the electronics in it yet. Okay, they got me mounting on the bumper, and then let's do some wheels. I'm not going to use the stock tires it came with. We're going to go with some Patagonia, Milestar Patagonia replicas. They're actually the same tire that I have on my 1-to-1 ScalerFab Power Wagon, and they've actually done a really great job on that. And then I have a couple pairs of these that I have on other rigs that I've been real happy with, but just for the scale appearance. So let's move this out of the way, and let's bring the wheels in here. It did appear that these were a 3-piece bead lock. We're going to see how these pan out. I like the look of them for sure. They have kind of that military look, and they even came with these cool little little center caps. Once you bolt them on, the little plugs that actually look like the onboard air system. So that's kind of cool. You can see that there. So let me see what bag of hardware they're going to have me look for, and then I'll grab some foams and grab some tires. So it says bag J. Let me see if I can find that. Bag I. Bag H, bag J. Grab some foams real quick. All right, foams. We're going to go with some Crawler Innovations, Deuces Wild, some single stage foams for up to a 4.19, which is what I'm going to put on there. So we're going to go with those. And let's get the tires. Uh-oh. These actually smell like real tires, like if you've ever been to a tire warehouse. We will do a quick comparison to the stock ones that come with the kit. They're not really going to be changing that much, honestly. Once you see this, they're going to be a little bit smaller. Probably height-wise, probably, I don't know, maybe a ½ inch, ¼ inch. But I think these will look a little more scale. These don't feel like they're all compound or anything. They don't feel quite as supple as these, but we'll put those on the back burner for now. Let's get these mounted up. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the single stage. They seem to hold side hilling better, and then once we get ours armored out with a bunch of our ScalerFab trail armor, our rigs are kind of heavy, so this allows the the tread part of the tire to still do its work, but also giving the sidewall and the rest of the body of the tire enough support to carry a pretty heavy rig. Alright, well, we got 5 tires mounted up. They seem to mount out pretty easy. Just a 6-volt bead lock. It's a 3-piece, and I'll tell you what, everything went on pretty smooth. I actually think they look really good. We'll use this one as the spare, and it is a little bigger than the ones I'm going to put on there, but we'll use this as the spare on the back of the body. Alright, well, let's see what it wants us to do now. Okay, it wants us to go ahead and put the hexes and everything else on the chassis and get these things mounted up. So let me see if I can find that bag of hardware. And once again, this is a scale. These are scale replicas of the Milestar Patagonia MT. For a mud tire, they're one of the quietest tires I've ever used on my one-to-one ScalerFab Power Wagon. They seem to be wearing decent. Haven't had a ton of time to go off-road with them yet. They've never let me down so far. You can tell they're pretty sticky with the scale version as well. Alright, that's just about a rolling chassis we got put together. I didn't put the motor or any electronics in it yet, and that's why I didn't connect the panhard and the drag link and all that stuff. So let's do good so far. Let's see what we're on to next. Imagine it's all this complicated body stuff. Okay, it is. So, need to paint the body. Well, it does come with an interior. It has a bunch of stickers and stuff too. So, I need to, I guess, do that first. Paint this body and. Before I can start assembling that, and then we'll come back to a video. Got our freshly painted body. It turned out real nice. Actually, quite a few different stickers. It looks like they give you some options. Use either wood grain looking or like a what do you call it, diamond tread. That's kind of cool.
All right, everybody, that's just about going to wrap up our UMG10 build video. We went ahead and outfitted this with some ScalerFab accessories. There's a ScalerFab full-size front bumper. Fits the body really well. Gives a pretty decent approach angle. And then we also went ahead and outfitted it with some ScalerFab rock sliders, the double bar rock sliders with skid plates. And those ended up being a real nice addition. This body is actually pretty wide, so it gives you a lot of good coverage and protection, and also gives you a nice place to mount electronics. So there you have it, folks. We're going to go out there and run this thing, and feel free to join us on the next one. All right, everybody. I think that's going to wrap it up on our MOG video. All right, everybody. That's going to about wrap up our MOG. Dang it. What do we call this video? All right, everybody. That's just about going to wrap up our... Damn it. All right, everybody. That's going to about wrap up our SMT. No, it's not an SMT.